Hello, my name is Dr. Ken Davis,
And I'm Lisa Davis.
and we are excited to be here today on YouTube to share with you a unique and revolutionary system of energetic and vibrational healing that we developed called Natural Force Healing.
We are two people who are totally impassioned by the idea of having the ability to connect with the universe and have the ability to change our lives and to raise humanity, to make it better. But we realized in all of our studies, we've been together, as he said, 31 years, that we want to enable people to be able to do this with clarity and consciousness.
In giving you a little bit of background about who we are, I am a chiropractor by profession, going on my 32nd year in practice. I have studied and practiced the more advanced approaches in my profession. Both Lisa and I are inveterate researchers and developers of vibrational healing, having traveled extensively around the world for many years to all of the ancient and mystical sites, and have also studied and been part of an international organization of doctors that studied a practice years ago called harmonic therapy. So our development of natural force healing comes from many years of this research and study into this very pioneering system of energy healing. Lisa, I'll let you explain a little bit
What we
about you.
believe is that the human potential is far vaster than we've ever really been able to tap into. Now, historically, ancient healers were able to do remarkable things, and we don't really even know how or why. A lot of information's been lost. And through the high technology age in which we live in, we tend to use less of ourselves and more of things outside ourselves to heal ourselves. But we're trying to go back to the depth of knowledge that exists in all human beings. And through our research, we've been able to tap into information that can help from a doctor to a mother at home trying to help her kids. So let us engage you in some of the information so that you can understand what we do.
The major premise in vibrational healing and therapy, and especially in natural force healing, is the model that we use called the triune of well-being. Also, in our quest to research and find out everything there was about healing, and especially energetic healing, one of the things that natural force healing brings forth is the ability not to allow the healer or the practitioner use their own energy in the ability to initiate a response in the person that's being worked on. What I mean is that many disciplines that we've studied utilize our own energy from our body rather than being an amplifier of the energy. Now, in natural force healing, as I stated, that the model that we focus on is what we call the triune of well-being. This is what it's all about. Now, in this triune model of health, we recognize that, of course, we are physical beings. We have a mental and emotional component, our mind, but we're also spiritual beings as well. And we learned years ago that the physical, or where we manifest our illnesses and distortions, is the least of those three angles responsible for the underlying component of our imbalance. The mental angle having more factor, and the spiritual angle being the priority angle involved in distortion. So in looking at that triune model, begin to understand this body, mind, and spiritual component. Now, in any triangle, we know that if any angle of the three is distorted, then all of the angles are going to distort. So in natural force healing, what you'll be learning is, in a matter of really seconds, a system that you could learn to identify immediately which angle of that triangle is a priority, and the utilization of very powerful and specific spiritual amplified energies that, when applied through specific hand positions on parts of the body, those energies, utilizing your hand positions, which act as a harmonic, will make a energetic change in that person being worked upon and bring the triune of well-being back into balance. It's a very, very powerful and dynamic system. Something that we have not seen in all the years that we've been teaching this around the United States.
In our travels around the world.
Exactly. So let us demonstrate for you what this looks like. So we have developed specific hand screening points. The first one that we test is for the physical angle or the body angle. We have the client take their left hand, fingers together, and place it straight down along the sacrum. The sacrum is a big triangular bone in the center of the pelvis. We use what we call a right arm muscle test response. So it is a kinesiological muscle test response for strength or weakness. So with her hand in place, when we test, if it stays strong upon testing, then we know that the physical angle is not the priority. For the mental angle, we use the index and middle finger of the left hand, the center of the forehead. Same response, strength or weakness. If it weakens, we know that the mental angle is the priority. For the spiritual angle, we take the left hand, 4 fingers together, where the pinky side, or what we call the knife edge side, is placed along the sternum or the breastbone. Strength or weakness of the right arm muscle test response. If this weakens, spiritual angle is the priority. If it stays strong, it is not. Now in natural force healing, you will not have more than one priority angle in distortion on that session of working with your client or patient. Now, once you have identified the priority angle of distortion, you will learn in our workshops and seminars specific hand positions that will amplify specific energy, vibration, and frequencies that work to bring balance to each of the 3 sides of the triangle. So there are specific hand positions and energies that work specifically with the physical angle, specific hand positions and frequencies that work with the mental emotional angle, and specific hand positions and energies that work with the spiritual angle. And you will learn them. They are applied through your hand placement on specific designated points on the body that we will teach you that will help to bring balance back to this triune model of health. It's a very dynamic process, and it's relatively easy to learn.